glad to see you today. I'm glad that you are here at Mimi's house. I'm always happy to be doing a craft. And that's what we're going to do today is rock painting. So before you begin, you need to have your mom put something maybe over your clothes, excuse me, tie a towel around you, or be wearing some old clothes. And the paint that you should be using is probably some that you can, it's a water base, so you can easily wash it off your hands and wash it off anything else. I put down some paper, or you could do this if it was a nice day and not too windy. You could choose to paint outside. And what you could also have done is your mom or dad use a can of spray paint and shake it up really well, and then go ahead and spray some rocks for you. Now what I did was, we have rocks in the driveway, and there was a kind of a rock pile out there that had some small rock in it that we were going to use to put on the drive, and hadn't done that yet. And so that's what I looked at for rocks to pick up. Now if you see right here, here's a great big one, or I think it's pretty big, and this is a big one, and this is one. It was in the rock pile, but I'm not sure what it is. Somebody said they thought it might be a piece of coal. I just don't know, but it's nice and smooth and flat on this one side. Now, I already used, I have some paint, and it's water-based. And so I was looking through this morning what I had to get ready for you today. And I found this one that's glossy, that's shiny. And I thought that was really pretty. And so I went ahead and painted this rock. I just painted the top of it. But didn't that turn out nice and shiny? Looks like you found a piece of gold or something, doesn't it? Okay, this was, you can put anything you want on the rocks. And on this one, I put a little heart. And then, excuse me, I looked in my craft supplies, and I found these stars. There were some gold stars and some silver stars. And so I used a couple of the silver stars. And these just happened to have, you didn't even have to glue these. They had a backing that you just pulled off. And so I just stuck that star on there, and it's sticking just fine. Now, I don't want you to be in a dangerous place to have to pick up rocks. So if you want to have your mom and dad go with you, and they can help you pick out some rocks, or if you are in a place where there's a cement driveway and sidewalks and there are no rocks, maybe you can find some sticks. Let me show you what I did with some sticks. Well, I went ahead and painted this one this morning. Look at the side of it. Don't you see that this looks like a nose right here on this stick? And that was just part of the stick. And so when I picked it up, I'll turn his face towards you. When I picked that up, I thought, that looks like a nose. And so at first I started painting, and I painted the top and up here like it was hair, because I thought, well, maybe this is a girl with a tall hat on. And And then I thought, no, that looks like a horse. That's a really big nose. So I put eyes on it. And what I did was I thought, well, a horse has ears. Where is this horse's ears? And so I broke off a little piece of another, what was on another stick, and glued on some ears to make this look like a horse. I thought that was funny. I hope you think that's funny too. Okay, I'm going to put this little horse over here. Now, when I picked up this stick, I don't know. This looks like, if this is supposed to be his nose, it looks like he's got something wrapped around his nose. So maybe he was running and he fell down and now he has a bandage on his nose and on the top of his head. Doesn't that look like a bandage maybe up there? So I haven't painted that one yet, but that just looks, now you have to use your imagination in what you see in these. And so that's what I did when I looked at the rocks, because I thought, okay, we're going to have a family. So I already painted the top side, but I haven't painted the back side yet of this one. But this looks like a daddy rock. And I think this one is going to be the mama rock. And this is big brother. And this is little sister. And for whatever reason, this looks like a grandpa rock. So let's use our imagination, because if you look at this rock, that's the daddy rock. See how it kind of comes up in the middle? That could be his nose. That could be his nose. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this. Well, it looks like it's already got some in the lid. And I'm going to have to put my eyes on here and pick out a brush and looks kind of like an alien if you leave him like that, doesn't he? Okay, what do we need here? We need to emphasize this nose a little bit. And that kind of has dried up, but I think it'll be enough. We'll just come down where that rock, and you can't always do straight. That's funny. Look at his. Now we'll have to get a different brush so we can put a mouth on that little booger. Oh, it must have already been open. It was. Okay. Well, some of my paints, it's been a while since I've used them and they've kind of dried up. So I'm going to have to, okay, well, I'm going to put a happy face on this fella because I like happy faces. They're a whole bunch better than sad faces. Everybody looks better with a happy face. Alrighty, we're making his eyes show up a little better. And let's put some eyebrows or eyelashes on him. Now, where this kind of goes floppy-jawed here around on that side of the rock, so I bet he must have fallen down, and now he doesn't have a piece over there on that side of his head. That's what happened. So there is our daddy rock. Now this mama rock, this is funny because when I pick this up, this is just my imagination. But I see this mama as she's hollering, "Time to come in the house. Okay, come on in. Dinner's ready. Get in here." So that is her mouth. She's got a really big mouth, doesn't she? Well, she must have seen you out there playing, knowing it was time for you to come in. So, okay. There's her eyes. Now we got to go back here to this black. Give her some. She probably curled her eyelashes today. And there's a whole bunch of eyelashes on the mama. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's her little nose. But see how she's hollering? Look at her. I see you out there playing. Come in here. That he is related to the daddy because this part right here comes up in the middle of this rock. So I think this must be Big Brother. Our brothers have eyelashes too. Doesn't he look like he's related to that daddy over there? I think so, because he's for sure smiling. He's been outside playing. Okay, this looks like our black. We'll make sure. We'll just smudge his nose like he fell down. There's Big Brother. Okay, we almost have this family complete. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to keep turning this around because I'm trying to see where this little sister is in here. Okay, I think she's a baby. And everybody in this family is happy, you know. She has a little bitty nose. Now, even though she's little, she's got some hair that comes down here. So I think that's what this is. This is a little bit of her hair coming down. Okay, there we go. There's little sister. Big brother. Mama yelling to come in. There's the daddy. So this is our rock family. Now, if you put any rocks outside, maybe you want to decorate a rock, something like this, and put it outside for somebody to find. What you've got to remember is you don't want to leave it out there in the grass so that it gets run over by the lawnmower. If you put your rocks outside to hide them, maybe you want to take somebody with you so that they know where they are in case you forgot where one of them is, or maybe you can make a map on knowing where they are. That way you could go back and find them. Now, we're not done because all these brushes that we used, we got to put the lid on all the paint and put it back in the container and put it away. We've got to wash the brushes, and then we've got to pick up and clean up our mess. So no matter what you do, if you paint a rock family, or if you find some sticks that you would like to paint, whatever, just have fun doing it. And maybe somebody else in your family would enjoy helping you, and so that everybody can be together and do a fun thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing you back at Mimi's house at 3 o'clock. Love you. Bye-bye. I should have told you, I also have a family of sticks. I was out in the yard and I thought, you know, the wind blew and it blew down some pieces of sticks and wood out of the trees. And so look at this. Doesn't that look like a seahorse? Now it does to me because seahorses kind of are curved like that. I don't know for sure how I'd paint that yet, but I'm thinking about it. Maybe this is like a zoo, because we got the horse. So maybe this is the seahorse. And, you know, when you pick up these sticks, you just have to keep looking at them and seeing what you see in it. Because what I see of this one is pretending it was a big tree. And there's a little hole right here that where a family of squirrels live. And one of them is peeking out right there. Now that's what I see in that stick. This one I don't know. I am not for sure what in the world that could be. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit. But maybe you see something. Maybe it's a giant with two noses. Oh, or maybe it's supposed to be turned this way. And these are two horns coming up out of here. And we need to paint a face over here or on this side of whatever to make sure that these horns, because they're part of that piece of wood. So we should come up with some kind of animal that could be. Maybe a billy goat. Those look like pretty good horns there. Okay, here was the last piece of wood I picked up. And it had some bark on it, and I kind of peeled it off. And it's got like 3 places on here. And I don't know. Maybe you can tell me what you think about that. I'm just not too sure about that one. But I think we could come up with something. So, anyway, that's the family of sticks and a family of rocks. I do hope you've had a good day. Bye.